Owners of an RWB build contact me and they say, hey, I'm having this car built. Nikai-san's coming over. I've seen the videos you put out. I want one of those from my car. So I've been creating automotive films for the past, I'd say at least 5 to 6 or 7 years. And how I originally got started was back in college. I went to Miller Motor Cars, which was a supercar dealership near my college, SUNY Purchase down in White Plains, New York. And they had the P1 concept car there, which was really cool. So I thought it'd be super cool to go get some photos of that. So I walked in the doors, they had the P1 concept car sitting there right there. And I asked if I could take some photos, maybe some video. And they said, yeah, go ahead, take some photos, just no video right now, because it was still a concept car. So I took some photos. And I took some video, and I made a short little video out of it. And I asked, hey, is there someone here I could share these photos with or whatnot? And somebody came downstairs, they gave me their business card, said, yeah, send us what you got when you're done. Who would think anything would come from that? This is a supercar dealership. I'm some kid in college walking in with a camera, basic DSLR. So I sent them the photos. Lo and behold, I didn't really hear anything back. I also sent them the video saying, hey, I know you said you didn't really want video at that time, but I made this little snippet here. If you enjoy it, let me know. And I didn't hear anything back. So a few weeks later, I'm shooting one of the biggest events that I'm kind of known for shooting that is formerly known as H2OI. And I get an email saying, hey, we liked what you gave us before. It was cool. Would you like to come shoot this rally that Horatio Pagani is going to be on? We're going to have a lot of Paganis. We're going to have a lot of cool cars on it. And it's going to be super exclusive. At the time, not really knowing much about Paganis, not really knowing who Horatio was, and then doing some more research and realizing, oh, this is a big deal. This is a big deal for a first job for a client to come to me that they don't really know me to say, hey, do you want to come and work with, one of the most infamous car manufacturers that there is right now? And so I hopped on that and I got to meet Horatio, I got to hang out, and I got to develop a relationship with that client, all from going out of my way to photograph a concept car and asking, hey, who can I show these pictures to? And that flourished an amazing relationship with this client, Miller Motor Cars, who I now film a ton of videos for all the time. We just filmed a Devo get delivered. We film a bunch of cool stuff with a ton of their clients. And that's probably one of the coolest things about what I do is filming cars could lead you to like so many different outlets, and just like asking somebody, hey, can I film your car? Who knows what else they may have in the garage? Who knows what they might have behind that wall, or who knows who they might know? That job has led me to a lot more cool clients and a lot of amazing experiences and rallies and seeing billion-dollar homes and billion-dollar car collections with them and filming that and getting to do what I love in documenting that. However, the way that I film stuff, the way that I film cars, is not really meant at the end of the day to be a YouTube video, let's say, per se. It's made to more so be a short film. It's made to be maybe a commercial. It's made to be an emotional piece, more so a YouTube video. You think YouTube video, you think Charlie Bit My Finger, you think a vlog, you think some classic old video, you think somebody walking around with a camera talking to themselves, which is fine and great. And I do the same thing sometimes, but I don't consider the videos and things that I create YouTube videos to an extent. I see them as like a cinematic piece to enjoy, a way to express myself, a way to express a car through video that at the end of the day gets to also live on this platform of YouTube, that more people get to see it, that it's easily shareable than if it were to just be sent to a client, or if it were to just be sent on Facebook to somebody in a message or something like that, privately or in a text or whatnot. It gets to go on YouTube where the whole entire world can see it, and then at that point it gets classified as a YouTube video. I'm not trying to please a mass audience. I'm just lucky enough to get to share that piece with that audience. I'm looking to more so please that client. I'm looking more so to please that show owner or that event owner or that individual car owner. I'm looking to make them a piece that they'll remember, that they'll love, or that will satisfy them, and that's something that they get to share with their friends. It's something that they are happy with. So at the end of the day, I'm looking to satisfy that client, that owner of that car, that show, whatever it may happen to be. And at the end of the day, we get to share that video with the whole YouTube audience and the whole entire world because that video goes on YouTube. So I don't think that because I put more effort or more time into these videos, or that I think I do even, that I'm better than any other YouTuber, that I'm better than anybody else. I think we're actually all on the same page. We all are in it to create cool content. We're all in it to create cool pieces. That also ties back into videos that I'm somewhat known for, and that is filming RWB documentary videos. I think we're on like 7 or 8 documentary videos over the past year or two, and that's when the owners of an RWB build contact me and they say, hey, I'm having this car built, Nikai-san's coming over, I've seen the videos you put out, I want one of those from my car. I'll fly you out. We'll film this. We'll hang out with Nikai, put you up in a hotel, just document this, document my time with Nikai. I want a piece that I get to take home at the end of the day and relive this experience, because Nikai's only there for a day, 2 days. It used to be 3 days. Now he's like in and out quickly in a day and a half in some cases. So they want this video that they could share with their friends and their family, and they can reminisce on this. So a lot of the times we've actually become like close with Nikai-san now. So when he flies into the airports, when he sees us there waiting with the cameras, he waves to us first before he even waves to the client. He's like, oh, you guys are here again, in like a kind way, which is cool that he recognizes us and he understands kind of what we're there to do. The first time we were like filming him, we were kind of like, do we get in his way? Do we stay off to the side? Like, how do we not, impose ourselves? We don't want to get in his way. He has a job to do. We have a job to do. How do we, not get in the way? And once we're on like the 6th, the 7th, the 8th build video now, where he like recognizes us and we're like breathing down his neck with the camera, he's not so much uncomfortable. He kind of understands what we're there doing, because I've asked him before, have you seen the videos that we made? Like, some of the videos that we have made for the past few years have made it into the International Motor Film Festivals. It's like gone international. Obviously people know you internationally, but now people know this video internationally, which is so cool. And he's recognized and he's understanding, like, yeah, I saw that. I saw you're nominated, and I've watched the video. Good job, like in the English that he can't speak with us. So it's really cool to continuously obviously get to work with Nikai-san, to get to be around his cars, as I thoroughly enjoy them. I would love to own an RWB Porsche one day. I would love to pay somebody to document my experience with Nikai-san building an RWB Porsche, whether some people find that sacrilegious or not. I think it'd be super cool to experience that for myself and to also drive one of those, and personally just have him there and be on the other side of the table for once, instead of just filming it, get to enjoy the experience, as it's nonstop filming that process. We wake up when Nikai wakes up. We're there before Nikai gets there. We're there way after Nikai's there, filming the detail shots of the car, filming the car the day after he leaves. So we don't really get to enjoy it as much as the owner does at the end of the day. We're there to document the whole process. That is what is enjoyable for us. We don't get to enjoy the car. We get to enjoy the process of creating this film for the owner, and then taking that home over the course of a few months, editing these videos, and then watching it once it's all come together at the end. And we feel the same emotion almost that the owner feels watching the video back, because we created that for that person, and that's a great feeling. And then also we get to share that video with the entire world by uploading it to YouTube, and just seeing that final piece online and seeing people enjoy it and seeing the owner enjoy it, most importantly, is super gratifying. RWB owners, people who build RWBs, they have a lot invested into those builds. That's more than obvious. It's not cheap to build an RWB car. So it's something that happens in a day and a half, 2 days, whatever it may be. They want a piece to document that. They want a piece to look back on and relive that build. So our goal in our head is to take their idea of wanting to relive this, and how can we transport what's happening in real life, capture it on film, put it together with the right music, with the right edit, to make it feel emotional for that owner. So the hardest part there is finding the music that makes it feel emotional. The hardest part there is getting the shots, the slow motion footage of the cigarette coming out of Nikai-san's hand, or the shake at the very end when the owner and Nikai-san pull the banner off the car. The emotion that happens in that scene, capturing that emotion, we try our best to convey that emotion onto film, tie it with the music that fits, tie it with the color grade that fits that scene, that fits that vibe, and put that together. At the same time, we want to feel that same emotion as we're editing this piece, as it's getting put together. So sometimes I'll be watching a piece back and I'll edit it, it looks okay, and then I'll play it back through fully, and I'll see the emotion play out on screen in front of me, and I'll be like, I was there, I didn't feel this emotion, but I feel this emotion now while I'm editing this piece, because of the music tied in, because of the color grade that we have tied into it. And feeling that emotion personally, I know in my head, the client's gonna be satisfied, the client is gonna like this. If I'm feeling a positive emotion from this video, it's evoking emotion out of me personally, and it's not even my build, it's not even my car, I'm just the person that was there filming it. I know the client is going to be happy, and at the end of the day, that's what's most important, is making sure the client is happy, making sure they go home with a video that they can share with their friends and family, that will allow them to relive that build. And that's what also, at the end of the day, makes me happy, is knowing that they're happy.
Now, obviously at VINwiki, we love all of our sponsors, but first amongst equals would certainly be AutoTempest. Not only have they supported the channel for the last 3 years, but they've made some of our favorite projects possible, like Car Trek. It is honestly the first place that I look when I'm going to look for my next car, so these days that's about every morning. So we love AutoTempest, and it does make it easier than ever to find your dream car. They compile all the major listings from all the major sites into one easy search. Their motto is all the cars, one search, and it certainly is a great tool for that. So be sure to check them out at the link in the description below, and thank them for their continued support of VINwiki.